Hello, period 5 English. This is Mrs. Pagano and Miss Cooper, and we are set to present to you Monday, March 23rd's lesson. So we are in week 2 of online learning and day 5. And before we start, I just want to take a moment to tell you all how much we miss you. Ms. Cooper and I were talking over the weekend, and we just miss you and we wish we could be in person and see you and go through all these lessons with you. But we are really encouraged by the good job that you're doing and you're really impressing us. So, before we get started with the academic lesson for today, I wanted to take some time to just do a little personal sharing, and it's not too personal. Um, but as the week has gone on and the news keeps coming out, I think there's a lot of stress um, that can come from this situation. So, wanted to ask you a question. This question's posted on Google Classroom, and it's just going to ask you very quickly to select a multiple choice answer. And the question is, what are you doing for your mental health? So, with all this stress, it's really important that you're taking care of yourself and finding time to do something that can take you away from the stress in the news and give you a chance to just relax. So, I know Miss Cooper has been spending a lot of time with her dogs, and the weather has been beautiful, so they've been outside. And personally, I've started to go on a walk every day around my neighborhood. And I usually will go around 4 o'clock and I put my music on. And my husband got me a little speaker that I can put for the baby to hear the music. And I walk around the neighborhood, look at the trees, look at all the new flowers, and that gives me a little chance to regroup. So, I try to put a lot of options on this. If there's something that you are doing that isn't here, let me know and I can add it to the list. Because the other thing I thought was this would give us an idea of some other things that we could do um, to de stress. So, just might give, you know, you an idea of something else that you could be doing for yourself. All right. So, that being said, this week we're going to try to do a no red ink lesson for today. And so this would be due tomorrow at 8 a.m. And I'm going to show you how to do this. Some of you have no red ink account because you were had freshman seminar. Some of you do not have a no red ink account. So if you do not have a no red ink account, you've never logged into no red ink and you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to go and type in noredink.com. Okay. And when you get there, it's going to say like sign up for free and all this stuff. So you're going to hit sign up. And you're going to hit I am a student. And it's going to immediately ask you for a class code. Your class code is equal eagle 14. Equal eagle 14. So you would just type that in. Make sure that you spell it correctly and you put it with the spaces because otherwise it won't let you in. Okay. Now, once you hit continue, it's going to give you a chance to fill all this out. Just sign up with Google. It's much easier. And it'll help you to sign in. Every time we do this, you'll just sign in with Google. All right. Now, if you are signed in with Google, if you have an account already, you're going to hit login and you're going to hit login with Google. And you select yourself. And you're going to see when you log in, it should say hi and your name is there. all that. And then you'll probably see work from your freshman seminar, or if this is a brand new account for you, you won't. So you're going to click on your name, and this is for people who already have an account. And you're going to click on My Classes. And then you need to add the class code here. And so the class code was Eagle 14. Okay. And so then your class should pop up here. Period 5, English 1, Essentials. Perfect. All right. So now everybody should be logged in. You come to your home page. So you're logged in, home page. There's your name. You're going to click where it says Change Class and just make sure you're in Period 5, English 1, Essentials. And when you do that, you're going to see one assignment, and the assignment is Capitalization Rules. Again, it is due March 24th. This is a mistake. I'll change this. It should be, it's going to be worth 100 points. Now, this is a practice exercise, which means that as long as you practice and achieve mastery, you'll get 100%. So I click on Capitalization Rules. I'm going to take a minute to read this little paragraph because this is going to tell me how they score me and what this is all about. So to master a topic, and you're going to see there are 6 topics for this lesson. So you need to master 6 topics before tomorrow at 8 a.m. But don't worry, you can do it. To master a topic, you must demonstrate full mastery of that topic. Mastery is not about answering a set number of questions or spending a certain number of minutes on no red ink. So mastery is about getting it right. It's not going to be the same amount of time, and it's not going to be the same amount of questions for everyone. Some people might have 10 questions. Some people might have 15. Some people might have 20. Depends on how well you know the skill and how much practice you need. Instead, mastery-based practice builds a tailored set of questions to meet your needs. So I'm going to start. I'm going to start here where it says begin, and I'm working first on capitalizing the first word of a sentence. Once I'm done, I'm going to come back to this screen and I'll do capitalizing the pronoun I. These are going to be locked until you pass these. Once you pass these and you master them, then these underneath will unlock and you can do them. So let's start here. Before I hit practice, I'm going to look at the lesson. So this first practice is all about capitalizing the first letter of the first word of a sentence. Okay, so let me try it. First, it's going to make sure I know what I'm doing. So it's going to tell me, click to fix any capitalization errors, click submit if there are none. So if I thought there were none, I would click submit, but I remember the rule. The rule said that the first letter of the first word of a sentence should be capital. So to do that, I have to click once on the word one. So I'm going to click once on one. It makes it capital. One pizza will not be enough to feed all of the Primrose Everdene's guests. All right, submit. Okay, doing good. Next, President Snow likes to jump rope. He can do it for a half an hour without stopping. Impressive. President is capital, and it's at the beginning of the sentence. Snow's capital because this is his name, so I'm not going to change Snow. He should be capital because it's the beginning of a sentence, so I need to click he once, which makes it capital. Okay, I completed the first level. To master the topic and get my 100%, I need to get to level 4 of all 6 topics. So this is just the first topic. How many cakes should I bring to your party? Asked Gail Hawthorne. How is the beginning of the sentence, so it should be capital. I clicked once, I made it capital, I hit submit. That fence isn't tall enough to keep out kangaroos, said Ron Weasley helpfully. This one I think is okay. The first letter of the first word is capital. Ron and Weasley are capital because it's a name. And there's only one sentence. So I'm going to hit submit. Ooh, I made it past level 2. I'm going to keep going because I need to get to level 4. Vincent Crabbe held on tight. The roller coaster was about to zoom downhill. So Vincent Crabbe, both of those should be capital because it's the beginning of a sentence and also it's a name. And this is the last name. Here, the is the beginning of the sentence, so it should be capital. So there I go. I clicked once. I submit. Okay. Why isn't my harmonic on the table where I left it? Accused Hagrid. Why? Beginning of a sentence. Click once. Capital. All right. One more level. If Luna Lovegood is in the bathroom when the waitress comes back, make sure to order a Pepsi for her. Okay. If should be capital. It's the beginning of a sentence. Luna Lovegood should be capital. It's a name. Pepsi should be capital because it's the name of a brand of soda. So I'm going to hit submit. Doing good. All right. You can't clean this whole space station in 20 minutes, Minerva McGonagall protested. Again, beginning of a sentence, you should be capital. Submit. All right, I did it. I achieved level 4. Now, rather than clicking begin, I want to return to the pathway. I'm going to go to the next one, but remember, before I do the practice, I'm going to look at the lesson. This lesson talks about using I as a capital letter always, but other pronouns like she or our or we should not be capital. So I'm going to review the lesson and try the practice. I'm going to do the same thing. When I get a level 4 on this practice, I'm going to go here, review the lesson, do the practice. Review the lesson, do the practice, review the lesson, do the practice, and review the lesson, do the practice. Once I'm totally done, I'm just going to turn it in right here on Google Classroom. If you have any questions, please email me or Mrs. Cooper or us both. You can do this. You'll do a great job. And good luck.